Intelligent design is not a god of the gaps argument. Some atheists claim that intelligent design, ID, is a god of the gaps argument. However, this characterization of intelligent design is fundamentally flawed. In this video, we will explore why intelligent design is not a god of the gaps argument, but rather a legitimate scientific inference based on positive evidence. The positive case for intelligent design. One of the key reasons why intelligent design is not a god of the gaps argument is that it is based on positive evidence rather than just the absence of a naturalistic explanation. Proponents of ID argue that certain features of the natural world, particularly in biology, are best explained by an intelligent cause due to their complexity, specificity, and functionality. This is not a default argument from ignorance, but rather an inference drawn from what we do know. 1. Complex specified information. One of the central concepts in intelligent design is complex specified information, CSI. CSI refers to information that is both highly complex, improbable, and specified, matches an independent pattern. In every instance where we observe CSI and know its origin, it is always the product of an intelligent mind, such as in human-made systems like computer codes or language. For example, the information encoded in DNA is not only complex but also highly specified, instructing the synthesis of proteins necessary for life. The argument from ID is that the best explanation for this CSI, given our uniform experience, is intelligent causation. This is a positive argument based on empirical evidence and the known cause and effect relationship between intelligence and the generation of complex specified information. 2. Irreducible complexity. Another cornerstone of intelligent design is the concept of irreducible complexity. An irreducibly complex system is one that is composed of several well-matched, interacting parts, where the removal of any one part causes the system to cease functioning. Examples include molecular machines like the bacterial flagellum or the blood clotting cascade in mammals. Irreducible complexity poses a significant challenge to gradualistic evolutionary explanations, which suggest that complex systems evolve through numerous, successive, slight modifications. ID theorists argue that such systems are best explained by intelligent design because the systems could not function in a less complex form. This is another positive argument, grounded in the observation of highly integrated and functional systems that defy naturalistic assembly through random mutations and selection. 3. Inference to the best explanation. Intelligent design employs a method of reasoning known as inference to the best explanation, which is a standard scientific practice. This method involves comparing competing hypotheses to see which best explains the available evidence. ID proponents argue that when we observe certain patterns in nature, such as the fine-tuning of the universe's physical constants, the digital information in DNA, or the intricate machinery within cells, the best explanation for these phenomena is intelligent design. This approach is not about filling gaps in knowledge with God, but rather about making a reasoned, evidence-based conclusion that an intelligent cause is the most plausible explanation for observed phenomena. The inference is grounded in positive indicators of design rather than the absence of naturalistic explanations. The resilience of intelligent design to scientific advances. A key difference between the god of the gaps argument and intelligent design is how each responds to new scientific discoveries. A god of the gaps argument is inherently vulnerable to scientific progress. As gaps are filled, the need for invoking God diminishes. In contrast, intelligent design is resilient to scientific advances because it does not rely on ignorance but on positive evidence. For example, as molecular biology advances, the discoveries often reinforce the design inference rather than weaken it. The more we learn about the intricate details of cellular machinery, the more evident the complexity and specificity become, attributes that ID proponents argue point to design. Far from shrinking as science progresses, the case for intelligent design becomes more robust as we uncover deeper layers of biological complexity. Misconceptions and mischaracterizations. The criticism that ID is a god of the gaps argument often stems from a misunderstanding or mischaracterization of the design argument. Critics sometimes assume that ID proponents are simply appealing to a designer because current science hasn't yet explained certain phenomena. However, as we've discussed, the design inference is not based on ignorance but on what we positively observe about the nature of complex, information-rich systems. Moreover, it's important to note that intelligent design does not make any theological claims about the identity or nature of the designer. While the implications of ID may lead some to theological or philosophical conclusions, the theory itself is concerned solely with whether certain features of the universe and life are best explained by an intelligent cause. This focus on empirical evidence and logical inference distinguishes ID from any theological argument that merely invokes divine intervention to explain the unknown. Conclusion: intelligent design is not a God of the gaps argument. Rather than appealing to divine intervention to explain what we don't know, ID is a scientific inference based on what we do know about the nature of complex, specified, and functional systems. The positive evidence for design comes from our understanding of information theory, molecular biology, and the study of complex systems, all of which point to intelligence as the best explanation for certain features of the natural world. As science advances, the design argument remains resilient, continuing to offer a rational and evidence-based explanation for the complexity and order we observe in the universe. Far from diminishing with the progress of science, the case for intelligent design is strengthened as we uncover more about the intricacies of life and the cosmos. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.